Have you ever wondered what it was like to walk the earth millions of years ago? To wake up not to an alarm clock, but to the sounds of a world teeming with colossal beasts and untamed wilderness. Let's journey back in time, back to when our story, the story of humanity, was just beginning. Our adventure starts between 2 and 7 million years ago, a time when the very ground beneath our feet was a canvas of ancient landscapes. Forget skyscrapers and highways. Picture vast savannas stretching to the horizon, dense, misty jungles, and rugged mountains yet to be mapped. This was the world of our earliest ancestors, the world they had to survive. Imagine being an Australopithecus, one of our first upright walking relatives. You're smaller, more vulnerable, and every single day is a test of survival. Your world is shared with creatures straight out of a fantasy epic. Saber-toothed cats with fangs like deep, massive mammoths whose footsteps shake the earth, and giant ground sloths lazily munching on trees. Survival wasn't just about finding food. It was about not becoming food. Every sunrise brought new challenges. The air, crisp and clean, would carry the scent of distant predators or the promise of a freshwater spring. The daily routine wasn't about deadlines and meetings. It was about the fundamental needs of life: finding water, foraging for edible plants, and, crucially, securing a source of protein. This is where the hunt began. But our ancestors weren't born apex predators. They had to be clever. This brings us to Homo habilis, the handyman. Appearing around 2.4 million years ago, this ancestor was a guy. Why? Tools. We're not talking about power drills. We're talking about the first simple, yet revolutionary, stone tools. Imagine holding a piece of flint, striking it against another rock, and creating a sharp edge. This simple act was a monumental leap forward. This sharp edge could butcher a carcass left behind by a larger predator, cut through tough hides, and access nutrient-rich bone marrow that was inaccessible before. This wasn't just about getting a meal. It was about fueling a bigger, more complex brain. The hunt was evolving from opportunistic scavenging to a more planned activity. Homo habilis learned to read the landscape, to track animals, and to work together. A lone individual was vulnerable, but a small, coordinated group, they were a force to be reckoned with. They were a team, a family, a tribe. As we move forward in time, we meet Homo erectus, the upright man. These ancestors were taller, stronger, and had even bigger brains. They didn't just use tools, they perfected them. They crafted sophisticated hand axes, symmetrical and efficient, tools that were not just functional, but also showed a sense of design. And they mastered something that would forever change our destiny: fire. Imagine the first time our ancestors controlled fire. It wasn't just a source of warmth on a cold night. It was a weapon, a way to keep nocturnal predators at bay. It was a social hub, a place where the clan gathered to share stories, food, and knowledge. And it was a kitchen. Cooking food made it easier to digest and unlocked more nutrients, further fueling our growing brains. With fire and better tools, Homo erectus became a formidable hunter. They could hunt larger game, plan more complex strategies, and drive herds of animals off cliffs or into traps. This wasn't just about brute force. It was about intelligence, cooperation, and understanding the natural world on a profound level. They were the first to venture out of Africa, spreading across Asia and Europe, adapting to new climates and new challenges. Each new environment presented a different set of prey and a new set of rules for the hunt. These early humans weren't just surviving. They were beginning to shape their world. We see hints of this in their rituals. Maybe it was a ceremonial burial, a sign of respect and love for a lost clan member. Or perhaps it was a simple carving on a piece of bone, the first spark of art and symbolic thought. These weren't just primitive cavemen. They were intelligent, social beings laying the groundwork for everything that was to come. They were learning, adapting, and passing down their knowledge through generations. Finally, we arrive at the scene. Homo sapiens. Us. Around 300,000 years ago, our species emerged. We had lighter builds than our predecessors, like the Neanderthals. But we possessed a powerful new advantage. A highly developed frontal lobe, the seat of creativity, language, and abstract thought. Our tools became even more refined. We invented spears with finely crafted stone points, atlatlas or spear throwers that allowed us to hunt from a safer distance with incredible force and accuracy, and eventually the bow and arrow. This technological revolution transformed hunting. We could now take down fast-moving prey, hunt in dense forests, and target animals from a distance without being detected. The hunt became a complex art form. It required deep knowledge of animal behavior, seasonal migrations, and the properties of different plants for creating poisons or camouflage. It required intricate communication and planning. Think of the famous cave paintings in Alaska, or these breathtaking murals depicting herds of bison, horses, and deer weren't just decorations. Many believe they were spiritual or instructional guides for the hunt, a way to connect with the spirit of the animals and ensure success. It was a ritual, a story, a shared cultural belief system. From the first tentative steps of Australopithecus to the masterful hunts of Homo sapiens, this incredible journey of survival shaped us in every way imaginable. The need to hunt drove our technological innovation, fueled the growth of our brains, and forged our social bonds. It taught us to cooperate, to communicate, and to think abstractly. It connected us deeply to the natural world, making us keen observers of its cycles and rhythms. The echoes of that ancient hunt are still with us today, in our DNA, in our instincts, and in our innate ability to solve problems and work together as a team. The story of the hunt is the story of how we became human. It's a story of courage, ingenuity, and the relentless drive to not just survive, but to thrive. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to the dawn of humanity. It's a powerful reminder of where we came from and the incredible resilience that defines our species. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more adventures into the past, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of our ancient history fascinates you the most? Thanks for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one.